Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Welcome to another Princess Connect video. So this is not the Ilia video just yet. I will be making, I think, 4 or 5 videos regarding Ilia after this one. So I'll be talking about her unit highlight, why she is meta defining, what are her team variations, what counters them, and yeah, just generally recommendations on should you pull or not from the global perspective. However, before that, I wanted to cover another topic because I think this will be an important one, because the earlier you start to prep, the better you'll be in terms of your readiness coming next patch. So as you can see, this website I've showcased in the past before. This is the Taiwanese Princess Connect wiki, which I personally use to track my equipments as well as the units I want to farm. And I made a separate video just making sure that I showcase how to do this, because the default language for this is Mandarin or Chinese, and I use the built-in Chrome Translate to translate to English, and then of course you can use it from there. But there are some gimmicky things like how to go into equipment mode and entering quick edit to show like everything, and how to update them, and then going to map drop mode and changing the caps, and how to enter them, because right now it's not showing anything for me because I've already farmed everything I needed here. But I don't want to spend another 5 or 10 minutes explaining everything in detail when a previous video already does that. It's a bit repetitive. So today's topic will be how to use the tool to pre-farm and to get ahead. So first of all, I'll go over all of these units and why I'm farming for them, so you get a better understanding of what a I guess a clan battle focused player's box looks like right at the moment. And of course, this is not completely foregoing PvP, but definitely most of those units are clan battle focused, and it's just making sure that some units do cover the PvP side as well. So obviously, as you can see, I have Ilia here. So Ilia is added already because she is going to be meta defining. I'm definitely going to be pulling for her. So I just like to add her into my box, and you can essentially pre-farm her equipment. So for example, as you can see, I have nothing left over, which means I've farmed everything I need to get from rank 1 for Ilia to rank 9.3. But yeah, so Ilia is definitely there. Yuki's there because she enables Ilia. So I've added her, and then Misato is used in Ilia magic teams for clan battles, so I've added her as well. And then Rima, so Rima is good in PvP, as you guys know, to clump the enemies together, but obviously for clan battles she's not ideal, but I do think we'll see some play on some bosses for Rima, just because she has that that tankiness. And sometimes in loop 2, if you don't have extra units to spare, for example using June for team 2, and for team 1 you still want to run an aggressive team, you could use Rima. We've used it, I believe, in Sky to some success, but obviously things might change. But I'm keeping my options open for Rima, just because you're gonna have to rank her up for PvP anyways. And then Yukari is definitely a great support, so I've have her here in clan battle, and also she is going to be one of the key peacemakers for Ilia. So again, win-win, both CB and PvP. Maho, I have her. She's great in PvP, and also again part of the Ilia variation. So you can see already that Ilia is actually one of the determining pieces for me personally on what to invest in for the PvP side, because Ilia is a unit that will be good in PvP and clan battle. So if I invest in units that enable her, a lot of them can also be used in clan battles as well. Then you're just building one unit for the dual purpose of both game modes, and that's what I want to achieve. Because if you spread your resources too thin, it might be difficult if you're, for example, a free-to-play player. And then Monica doesn't really have clan battle applications, so it's just mainly for Ilia. And I don't want to commit more than 4 or 5 units for PvP. So you can see here, Yuki is definitely a committed piece. Maho is a committed piece. I would say Rima is like a half committed piece. Monica is a committed piece. And later I'll talk about Kuka, which is my last PvP committed piece. And Ninon, actually, she's kind of like a personal favorite, so I just built her. So going back, Monica PvP, June, she's awesome. So definitely PvP uses, as well as one of the best, the best tank for clan battle. And then Miyako, physical tank, she does see some play in loop 2 as the third member of the tank for the third team sometimes. However, obviously, I think this is less and less applicable as we have higher levels and better equips for some of our DPS units. Susan, of course, clan battle, she's awesome. And then for Eriko, she's just all around great as a flex DPS dealer for clan battle, so I have her built as well. Shinobu, defense shredder, I've talked about her in my tier list video. All around unique mechanic for clan battle because of the skull. Kokoro, awesome. I have my Kokoro at 3, but I'm gonna make a push towards 5 now, and rank 8-5 or -4 depending on how things look. And Kokoro I still use in PvP in some scenarios, but of course she's definitely a top tier contender for clan battle. Nozomi is great in PvP. I would say Nozomi, I guess, is a half commitment to clan battle. You won't see Nozomi much anymore, but she's still great in story mode, and in PvP she's very good as well. Makoto, premier clan battle unit, nothing much to say. Mitsuki, awesome in PvP and PvE. And of course, with the release of Ilia, Mitsuki is going to see more play in PvP as well, just countering Ilia into some aspect. Kuka is a committed PvP unit. She doesn't really have any clan battle usage at the moment. So I just rock Kuka because there's still a lot of mages around, and also when Ilia comes online, Kuka is probably the only one who can take some hits. Everyone else just melts. Ninon, I have Ninon built because I personally like the unit, and also Ninon is not really applicable for clan battle at the moment, but for PvP she is one of the counters available against Ilia on release, so definitely worth the investment. And a lot of people actually can climb to rank 1 if everyone's switching to Ilia defense by using Ninon variations. Akari I'm building because Akari will be part of the mage team with Ilia for clan battle, and Akari can be also used for arena as well. Kaori is great. I have her at 4-star at the moment with 80 shards. I didn't 5-star her because the event is coming, and she'll be 5-starred after the event. But mostly clan battle use, of course, with some applications as a tank buster in PvP. Tamaki will shine next clan battle because the Orc Chieftain is coming back, and then in PvP we still see Tama variations, although that's gonna pretty much die out after Ilia. But Tamaki plus Irisa plus Mitsuki can actually counter some variations of Ilia just due to their mage bursting potential. But again, there are ways around it. Hiyori is good for clan battle. Some people use it as a part of their third team for Princess Arena. So again, it's the dual investment there. Shiori I still use as a part of my tank buster team. So definitely I would say this is a PvP investment for me. And of course, clan battle, she's awesome. She's almost 5-star for me. I just didn't want to spend any divine amulets, but she should be 5 the next time CB rolls around. Kyoka is actually a PvP and clan battle investment. With the release of Ilia, we should see Ilia next clan battle, if not the one after. But Kyoka is also a very important piece for Ilia, which I'll talk about later on, because she has a higher magical attack than Ilia, which means that she can absorb or she can take hits for her in terms of the Tamaki mini skill or the Tamaki mini skill, a mini skill, or the Arisa mini skill. After that, Saren I'm building because she enables Ilia comp in PvP, as well as Reno and Ninon, and also she is a core piece in the Team 2 auto team for clan battles. Shizuru, in the sense, she's great because there are always 1 to 2 comps in clan battle that you want to use Shizuru for, because you don't want to rock a full tank, but a half tank like Shizuru is much better. So yeah, I'm just building Shizuru because I think we will see her again shortly. and also because I use her in Princess Arena, so that's fine. And lastly is Arisa. Arisa has, I believe, officially overtaken Suzuna as the tier 1 archer. So Arisa definitely is a good investment, and again with Ilia's release, a variation of Arisa's coupled with Tamaki can actually bring down the mages really fast. So those are quick explanations of who I'm investing right now in terms of my box and the units I'm building. This covers pretty much everything I need for clan battle as well as PvP, and of course with the release of Ilia, I could see myself picking Miyako or Nozomi and dropping one of the two, but because tanks are really scarce in Princess Arena, I think I'll still keep them up. And again, depending on the predicted usage of Shizuru, I may or may not keep using her. So that is what, again, I'm committing resource-wise to my box, and I'll just quickly show you what I mean by pre-farm. So my previous video, which talked about how this tool works, demonstrates the ability to use this tool to farm multiple items, finding the optimal item, which a lot of the other tools, I think there's one called Shizuru Notes, I'm not too sure, or Shiori Bot, so they offer that as well. However, I like this because if you look at my tier list, it's upgraded to 9-5 already, and because we're getting the next patch on the 12th of May, and clan battle is not going to happen before that, which means our clan battle, our next clan battle, which is the crab, it will be fought under R9-5. So since right now everyone is farmed to completion, whether it be 8-6 or 9-3, I can actually start farming to prep for units at 9-5. So let's take an example of a unit that in the current patch at 9-3, I want to keep her at 8-6. So Ilia, for example, on her release, because we don't have the 9-5 patch yet, you actually want Ilia to be 8-3 for better survivability. However, with the release of 9-5, she's definitely a candidate for 9.5. So then I would change the tracking to 9.5. And you can see at the moment there is nothing to farm, I believe, because the two extra items from, let's go back, 2 extra items from 9.3 to 9.5 is not in map 11, but let's take a rank 8 person. So this is okay, here let's take a look at Miyako. So Miyako right now I have at 8-6, and that's where she should be following the 9-3 patch. But following the 9-5 patch, you can actually upgrade her to 9-5 as I've listed in my tier list. So if you go to this tool and then you select that, then it'll tell you, oh, you know what, based on your inventory, you're still missing these items, because I stopped farming at 8-6 for Miyako because that's where I want her to be. But if I were to go to 9-5, I can already pre-farm these items without waiting for the next patch, because they're here essentially in map 11 and map 8. So personally for me, I use this because after I spend all my stamina and I'm caught up in the gear farming aspect, then I can pre-farm a lot of the stuff so that moving forward, and when the map 12 is released, I have less maps or nodes that I need to clear. Of course, it's going to depend on every person. You don't have to pre-farm at all, but I just like to do this because I'm gonna have these extra stamina anyhow after farming the hard nodes. Might as well spend it on a node that I'm gonna need the equipment for. So that's essentially the breakdown of my current box coming with the next patch, and how I'm preparing for the next clan battle, and also how to pre-farm so that you can get that extra advantage and have better efficiency with your gear. And lastly, I just want to again share this tool. So this is a Sprout sheet made by Sprout on the Discord server. And here is the homepage. He has all of these cool current sections that are, I think some are getting reworked, some are to be updated, but one of the tools I use personally is the player level calculation. So we all know that we're going from level 93 to 98. And actually, for people that missed people that didn't play the Japanese version, I'm pretty sure Japan went from 93 to 95 and then 95 to 98. So we're skipping that 95 gap and then going straight to 98. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering, you know, how long that would take. So he has everything set up here, and I'll link the original sheet, but obviously you can just make a copy and then save a copy and tinker with the options. But if you're 93 right now in max level and your goal is 98, and we can unclick this because our goal is just to reach 98. We have to be 98 and capped. You can actually see that if we do everything, the 200 login stamina, all the missions, the daily stuff, and the getting if you have all the snack tables and doing 3 refreshes, it'll take you about 10 days. So which means we'll go from May 12th to May 22nd, right? And if you do 6, it's going to be 8 days. So definitely, if we have N2 happening around that time, 8 days seems like a fair time for us to reach max level 98 in preparation for clan battle. And also, you can save stamina. So for example, on the day, and I usually save 999, and I can save, I think, 400 in, or at least I save 400 in the present box. So if I were to save stamina, and I use this tool to calculate how many days, it would actually take 9 days, so 1 day less if you were saving stamina ahead, with just 3 refreshes. So yeah, I'll link this in the description. I used to use the Taiwan the Taiwan, there's a tool on this wiki to calculate, but I think this is more accurate because it has stamina, grotto, and mission experience points that are accurate to the global situation, whereas the Taiwan one has like way more stuff with X2, X3, X4 stamina tables. So yeah, I'll link this in the description. It's a good resource. I think he's updating it with additional tools, and hopefully you'll find my explanation or breakdown of what units I'm investing helpful, and couple that with the tier list. You can start pre-farming so that when the next patch comes around and we hit that map 12 R9-5, you'd have all the 9-3 equipments farmed for units that are being kept at 8-6. Anyhow, that completes the video. For the next 4 to 5 videos, I'm going to be talking about Ilia on a very extensive basis. So I'm going to be breaking down a lot of the details, because I think it's a big turning point for the game. With Ilia's release, I truly think the game is a lot more fun because Ilia variation is just so satisfying when you use it to break pretty much everything. And then for clan battle, we can finally see mages in action. And after Ilia, there'll be more things coming, and with limited units, revenue should be picking up as well. So hopefully Crunchyroll's improves the game to a much higher standard.